Squeaky's on the windowsill, king of the throne. Charlie's got a feather toy, she's in her zone. Doobie's in the kitchen, knocking stuff down. 3 cats ruling this crazy little town.
Hi guys, how you doing this morning? This morning I'm locked down with a Charlie puff. And no, I still don't know what's wrong with my eyeball. Pam wrote me a message. She says, "Did aliens probe your eyeball?" They probably did. It's probably one of these guys. They probably came up to me and witch in the eye. You didn't feed me. I'm just joking. I don't know. It's still there. But it doesn't have, like, discharge. So it's just red, I guess. Having my cup of coffee. I was sitting down to do some crochet. Crochet blockers. He does it. They do it. They do. She can be in the great beyond, laying in a box in the farthest corner of the house. She can hear me pick up my crochet hook. Because all of a sudden, in the middle of like 10 stitches, here she is on top of that. And like that stitch isn't even finished yet. Yep. So that's what I was gonna do. I'm gonna clean a little bit today too. I'm still working on this box project, which makes it look really messy in here. It really does. But another thing I can do, since I do have so much burlap, is glue some burlap on top of it, like around it, to make it look like a square. Just scratch the heck out of that thing. All I have to do is change the burlap. Basically, I don't know. Don't know. Then I see all these box castles and I think, this one person, they must have gone to Chewy and like bought their boxes, because they had like 12 of them, unless that's what they do, is they order their food. But with them being as big as they are, with cats plopping on things, and I don't mean just gently jumping on something and landing, I mean plop. How do they keep those box houses structurally sound? I mean, it's a good idea for, the short term of it all, but why would you save 12 boxes up for them to smash it for a week? Smash it in a week and save 12 boxes up to do it again. I can see having an abundance. I accumulate a lot of boxes. I do. So I could see that, but I just don't. I don't know how they're reinforcing it so it's not falling apart. And I'd like to know that. Don't tell me it's cardboard. It could be cardboard, because this brick that I made is frickin' heavy. I only have that. Well, I started putting it in a bigger box because it started bowing out. Is what it did. So I'm like, okay, it needs me to begin the bigger part of it. So I did. Where's Doobs? I think Doobs is up there on there. Squeaks is over there staring at me because I've got Charlie on my lap and it's squeaky time. He just had his dinner. It's time to relax. Thank you very much. I have a nasty ass headache. Ass. Um, it's raining. I knew it was raining. I knew it was gonna rain. I knew it was gonna rain. And it says it's gonna rain for 4 frickin' days, is what it said. Need to get out on my bike in between all of that. Or just stay inside. Dad came by and he shared some apples with me. This is Honeycrisp apple season. Honeycrisp apples. I don't think I have ever tasted a better apple. What's up, Charlie? What is it? Let's go get them. Let's go get them. Go kick their butts. She don't belong in your house. They messing things up in your house. Doing stuff to your things. You better go get them. You better go find out. Noisy little brat. With her cuteness, I forgot what I was talking about. Probably not that important. Usually it's not that important what I have to say. 164 of you listen to me, though, every day. Or at least 60 of you do. Some of you do. Some of you are just subscribed. Some of you say, hey, baby, I love your videos. I love you. Are you single? I am one single person who is dating herself. Right now, I am dating myself, so no, I am not available to the public. Who would want something to do with a frizzy-haired old woman anyway? So no, I'm not single. And I'm not cheating on me. This is a one-person party and you're not invited. No, you can't come sit with us. Oh. Oh, man. I go through spouts of, oh, I miss him. And then I go through spouts of, what was him? Seriously. I gotta keep reminding myself this dude was fake. For 12 years, this dude was fake. And I have to keep reminding myself of that. I mean, seriously. I think what the bouts are is I'm lonely. Day to day. Usually usually people have other humans they talk to in work or even at home. Or they go visit people. I don't work. I don't have a family here. My friends don't live around here. My parents are by appointment only. My sibling's an ass. My kid lives where I can't get to her. She don't want to bother me anyway, or don't want me bothering her anyway. My niece lives where I can't get to her anyway. So, these are the conversations I have. I have conversations with my phone every single day. Every single day. Well, sometimes, there's a few days in a row that he doesn't put a video out. But I mean, I guess just to get my voice out, just to get heard, even to feel even like a part of society. I sit here and put out videos. Like, nobody talks to me during the day. Nobody. I hear no other human voices during the day besides my own. Or if I watch YouTube, which I watch a lot of YouTube. I suppose I would be watching a lot of... I don't like TV. I don't like TV series because you have to keep up with the storyline. Is that a fly or... One of the things that got me up out of my bed was I saw a big spider up above it. It was like, oh, I gotta get out. So there was a fly. I don't have my glasses on, obviously, so I was looking over. I'm like... So anyway, I don't have another human voice during the day. Matter of fact, I have hi and goodbye. If I have that. I don't get human interaction. I'm not allowed it or something, apparently. Anyway. That's why Auntie is always so entertained with her cats. Is because they're forced to be here and they have to be. They have no choice. They're stuck with seeing my saggy butt. Well, they kind of do have a choice. I mean, if I accidentally leave the door open and that would be my fault, I know that if I left that door open, all three of them would be out there. All three of them, they'd leave. Sure, they'd come back because they know there's a food source here. But they'd leave. So, do they really love me? They have to. They have to. Poor things. They're stuck. And again, I would have a dog. If Squeaky was okay with it. But I do not. Again, he's a special needs kitty. What are you doing? Why are you flicking me like that? You're flicking me with her tail. Stop. Stop bothering me. Stop talking. I'm trying to sleep. So. And that's why sometimes I don't even feel like talking. Is because I don't even know if I'm reaching anybody. I don't know if I have a purpose here. I don't know if there's a reason for me to even be here. I mean, on YouTube. I don't even know if there's a reason for me to be here on Earth either, but, I mean, what am I doing? What am I doing here? Yes, I have people that love me. It's just... I question things like that. And it's not that I want to be gone. If I wanted to be gone, I had 51 years so far to do that. To take care of that business. And it didn't happen, and it's not going to. It's just my mind ponders stuff like that. Do you not ever just think about that kind of stuff, though? Do you not... I don't know. Do you not sit and think, why? Why am I here? I mean, everybody has to have some reason. What's the meaning of life? Well, the meaning of life is to live. And my life has no meaning. Because I'm not living. I am alive. I'm going to stay alive. You know why? Because it takes people off. But I sometimes just think that. What am I doing here? I'm a flea picker? I don't know. And no, I can't get to a place where there's a club, where there's a group of people gathered together to do something that we all enjoy doing. I can't get to somewhere like that. I can't. So, basically, I'm in. What is that? What's that cushiony jail that they give the celebrities? Federal, or I don't know. They give celebrities a cushiony jail. And, that's what I'm in. Solitary confinement. Well, they don't give them all cushiony jails. I think some of them really bad ones are not in. I think the one Power Ranger kid got executed. I'm not sure. Did he get executed? I'm gonna go check it out. Yeah, he was sentenced in 2009 for the death sentence. I guess there's two of them. There was another one that helped his roommate not wake up because he decided to use some cutlery. So I didn't realize there was two of them. I didn't realize that show was that cursed. I didn't like it. I think my nephew liked it for a couple of minutes, but I'm pretty sure that he really loved Pokemon the most. But I laughed at that show because it had like zero production money. They were running around in saran wrap and pool noodle swords and stuff like that, and I was like, okay. Though next month, I think, they sell trays, like stainless steel trays, and litter liners that are big enough for that thing, and I think I will try that. Because you're not going to be able to just pick it up and dispose of it like that cardboard box. But they want to send you the cardboard box and the litter to go with it. So like 70 some dollars for 3 trays. But I guess if you cut that down, because it's supposed to last a month. So that's 3 months for $70. And usually a month for 3 cats with, a box of Tidy Cats. $25. So 25, 50, 150. So I guess it's cheaper, honestly. I mean, but the thing is I have 3 cats. I have 2 cats that are using the one back there. I know they are. I know they're both using it because I've seen them go back there. So they like it. I just don't like the setup of the cardboard box in it. It's just, I don't know. Having to buy 2 different kinds of litter is also kind of a sting. That's why I don't want to do the cardboard boxes, because they want me to buy their crystal litter, and I don't want that. I already have a box of clay, scoopable clump litter. So next month, since I already have this tray in here and they're using it, I'll be looking for an alternative, or maybe I'll set the scooper on top of one of their old boxes and see what happens. If I cut one of them to the same size, they're plastic though. Did I eliminate something or did I add something like a Rube Goldberg? I think I added something because it's like, you know what? It's the same. I still have to scoop the dang thing out. Oh, there's this other one over here. It just flips up and dumps it in like it's throwing it in the trash. This one here, it's more of it's another box you have to scoop. But what it does do is if you happen to be gone during the day, usually during the day if you're working or whatever, it does at least scoop it off to the side so they got a clean place to go in and they're not stepping on their business. So there is an in-depth, wonderful review of this crystal litter meat thing. Like I said, the only reason I got them that second one is because it's a flat one and I thought that it would be easier on all of us. It ain't gonna be. It just push it out of the way so that they get a place to go. That's good. So anyway, there's my in-depth review on this litter box. That one, I mean, again, it's a good alternative, I suppose. But that one, if you have a cat that's used to the flat litter boxes, they'll use it. This other one with the barrel on it, I put them all in it and showed them there was litter in it. And one day I scooped some of their mess out of one of their boxes and put it in it so they could see that's what they're supposed to do. Puff was the only one that caught on. Puff was the only one that was interested in it. I'm like, hey, this is cool. This is awesome. If I can get the other two to use it, that would be great. And they wouldn't. They didn't like the shape of it. Isn't that a big pile of crap? Oh, man. I should probably find my hairbrush. I was looking at my video yesterday and I had used the pick on my hair, and that's probably why I used it again today on my hair. But I noticed that the back of my hair, yeah, it still looks like I laid on it in bed. So I need to find my hairbrush. I should probably get up and do so. Dad, you have 250,562,502,000,012,62 of these cups. So I took one. So if you ever come over, you've got coffee cup. By the way, Dad, I have your coffee cup. He said, we watch you. I was like, I know. But today I didn't feel like drinking out of those big old jars. I felt like having a cuppa. Just one. Yes, some of my slang, cuppa, is still Australian. I like the words. They use, instead of McDonald's or Mickey D's or anything like that, they say Macca. They say Maccas. Yeah, let's go get a Macca's. So I still use some of their slang because I like it. I don't even know. I don't even know if it was Aussie slang. It had to have been. Because when I did send stuff to, however, I have coffee on my chin, sorry. I have it on my shirt too. I did send things over to him to an Australian address. From, actually several Australian addresses from Amazon. So he probably was not in India. He probably was in Australia. But still, every time I go, oh, I'm missing him. I wish he would call me, or I wish he would like unblock me. And then all of a sudden I think to myself, did you ever video chat with him in 12 years? Video chat, ever. And you could figure out how to use your phone and he can't? Bull crap. Bull crap. So then I get myself out of it. I just, like I said, I just get to miss into the fact that I was actually talking to another human being every day. Used to be all day, every day. And then it got to, I'm just obsessing, man. Why? Stop. Just stop doing that. For real. Oh, Squeaky, you look so cute. He's such a good boy. He's not bugging me now. See their box, my typewriter, all that makes it look cluttery in here. Isn't he a handsome boy? I broke my purse. That purse, it was on my bike for like a basket because I hung it over the, and I guess I probably still can do that with the one handle. Anyway, Doobie has learned how to knock my entire bike down. She's done it twice. Um, so anyway, that was on it. And when I picked it up the other day, one of the handles was busted. I was like, oh. Well, what I couldn't fit in my backpack would fit in the purse. And I could reach it. Like my mace. Well, it's not mace. Mace is pepper spray, because you're not allowed to have mace. I don't know why. I would rather have mace. I'm going to look that up, too. I guess here would be why. Because it's less effective. Can be blocked by drugs. Mace, they actually are pepper spray. And pepper spray is more effective inflammatory. Though with varying restrictions in size and purchase location. Oh, neat. Okay, because it's tear gas. That's why it would be like illegal. It's like this, like throwing bleach in somebody's eye, but I don't see anything different than if you're throwing hot peppers in somebody's eye and bleach in their eye. What's the difference? Dive deeper with it. See, AI is the first one that always gives me the first answer. So I don't go to just them. I do go to them because they do research. Like here, pepper spray store. If you've obeyed the laws of your local country, state governments, I would go to someplace like that. And see, it says the same thing as AI does. Well, we don't really want that part. But it says the same thing as AI does, basically. Unlike pepper spray, chemical mace will not cause inflammation of the capillaries of the eyes. Oh, pepper spray is worse off for you. Wow, I didn't even know. Shipping and protect. Yeah, they want me to buy their stuff. Anyway, that's what I do when I research. I'm like, okay, AI has that to say. What does everybody else have to say? See? Even right there in Quora, it says the same thing. So there we go. We just learned that basically mace is just not as effective. It's tear gas. And if you really want to get somebody, carry pepper spray. You know what I heard though? I heard even over there in all them countries that don't have guns, I don't know, Australia. Yeah, I'm going to talk a lot about Australia because I know a little bit about it now. um, London, England, Britain, whatever. All those places that have no guns, you're not allowed mace either. You're not allowed to carry a knife. You're not allowed to protect yourself. You're not allowed a big dog. You're not allowed to protect yourself. However, the cops have guns and tasers. So if a cop uses a gun and a taser on you for no reason at all, he had a reason. Though I've watched a bunch of their shows, pulling people over, highway shows and border patrol and things like that. They'll stop. People drive around on on the chemical equation of math, and they drive around on that, and they stop and get tested, and 1 plus 2 don't make 3, and they end up. You know what they do? Yeah, okay, yeah, you've been recreationally having a little bit of fun. You shouldn't be behind the wheel. Let's say you have a whole day that you can't drive. A whole day! And then they go back and they do it again. And, here, if you're on something like that, man, for one thing, they throw you in the drunk tank until you sober up. And if you've done any really bad crimes, I don't really know, though. I've never. No, but they do lock down on you for doing that kind of stuff here. But they're like, oh, you, you got 24 hours you can't drive. You're not allowed. You're not allowed to drive for 24 hours. Oh, you've got caught driving for 24 hours. Okay, well, we'll take it away for another day, but, just don't do it again. I'm like, really? That's all they get. Just don't do it again. Most of the time I'm on like border patrol, it's airplanes and people smuggling stuff in. And people smuggling things in that alternate your state of mind, but they also smuggle food. The Chinese people, and honestly, I'm not being racist. This is what they portray on that show. The people from China will bring in absolutely everything in their suitcase, food-wise. Like they bring in fish and they bring in chicken and they and beans and all sorts of stuff, okay? And here they are. It's like they don't know they're not going to get food, or they don't know there's food over in this other country. So they stuff it all in their bag. And the Indians, the ones from India, they're just as bad. It's like they don't think they're going to be getting a goat head over in Australia. They don't think they're going to be able to, get food. So they cooked food. and they shove it in their luggage and bring it with them. I'm like, why would you? That's gotta stink. Can you imagine going, I don't know how many hours from China to, okay, Australia, because that's the show I was watching? And having cooked or even smoked fish in your luggage? Imagine what your panties will smell like when you take that out of there. You might as well put them in there dirty. Wow. Like, I could not imagine going somewhere and not trying the cuisine. I'm going to Mexico. Let's have a burger. I spray foamed my door yesterday. I did it in here too. And it's hard to see, but I did it here too. But on that one, see, you could barely see it, but it's on the ground. Did a great job. You hear the rain? Anyway, my what I did is I tried to close the door, and I was like, I can't get the door closed. I'm lucky I didn't spray foam it closed. But I couldn't get the door closed. So here I was sitting here going, what do I do? So what I did is I just peeled it off as far. I just kept peeling until the door would close. And it stayed inside the crevice. It just wasn't as, it's more flush now. So remember I said I didn't know when I was going to do that? Well, I did it yesterday because I didn't know when I was going to get another chance to do it. Because this rain. So at least I got that done. I'm taking these off of me and putting them in alcohol. Because I know it's probably futile and I'm just wasting my time, but it makes me feel better. So I did do that. I spray foamed my door. I have all winter to figure this out, but I have this screen that I got, and I'm thinking about looping it to the entire screen door, just flush all the way down. It's pet safe screen, and it will at least eliminate the bugs coming in through the screen. However, I got to get a handle that'll work okay. That handle that I got broke apart just like the other one I had. Like, the spring inside kept getting stuck. So I might need a new screen door, honestly. I have to have a screen door because I have to have something that opens. Because in the summertime, in the winter it's okay, whatever. In the summertime, it gets so hot in this stupid house that I have to have air. Like, in the evenings it cools down to the point, like, down to the 70s, where I can open the door and release some of the 90-degree weather inside here. So I have to have some sort of a screen door, because I have one window over there that opens, one window over there that opens. That one opens, but I don't have a crank for them. So the one that's over here by my on my porch, I go over there. I crank it if I can find a crank. I crank it as much as I can with some sort of tool, and then I manually lift it up and open it on the outside. I swear to freaking Bob. And I got that from Bina. She says, freaking Bob. All the time. I swear to Bob. That if you ever get into a situation where you have to live in a trailer, replace all the windows as soon as you move in. Especially if if they're the ones that slide open, that's fine. These are those crank windows. If you have crank windows, why is my thumb? Oh, because I was making coffee. Coffee's dirty. Crank windows are the worst windows. Those little mechanisms, they break so easily it isn't even funny. So if you ever move into a trailer, replace the windows as soon as you can. And I know circumstances may not be that you can because you're moving into a trailer, but if you can, do it. It's just not. That's another reason I made it into a tiny house in here. I'm only heating the kitchen, the living, where I sleep over there. So this would be all considered the living. Kitchen, the living, and the bathroom. I'm only heating all of that. I'm not heating that back bedroom. I'm not heating the extra bathroom, which there's no toilet in it, so it's not really an extra bathroom. It's just an extra room now. I'm not heating the front bedroom. I'm not heating any of that. So, that's why I've made it a tiny house in here. That's why I'm trying to make, walls with things unconventional, like dressers or sheets or something like that, is because I can't afford to construct something. So I just DIY stuff. I'm also thinking some of these magazines have some really pretty full page photographs, pictures. And I'm thinking I really honestly should get a big brush, a big paintbrush, and some wallpaper glue, because it'll work, but the amount of Mod Podge you get for $8 compared to what you get for wallpaper glue would probably be a difference in price. And for the amount of what I want to do in here, I don't know. I just have ideas. Sometimes I put them into motion, sometimes I do not. Sometimes I put them into motion and I think, oh my gosh, I got myself into so much bigger than I thought I was going to be into. And then I think, okay, I'm done with this. Bye. I'm trying to figure out a way to fix this thing. They ripped the top off of it by landing on it. This is what they did. They made that hole right there. And they still like sitting up there, but something's got to be put there that won't slide off. Like this board I have that I did cover, it slides off. I have to keep picking it up and putting it back on top of there. It works good. But can you imagine that board up there and they jump and hit me in the head? No. To find something that'll fit there and stay there. Maybe a pillow, because I'd rather get hit in the head with a pillow. Maybe a jacket. I have a jacket on their stuff. I also have, oh, that's something I can use, a pee pad. Because if they up on it, then I can just throw it in the washer. Yeah, because they're not using that one. There. That should work, I hope. You know, there's the hole. Squeaky did that. Turd. Anyway, I have this table tray I've had for many, like 10, 12 years. I had like 3 of them, but one of them's over there on the cat perch by the window because I took the legs off of it. This one, the legs are coming apart. I might find something else to do with that lumber. I don't know. Maybe make a cat box. No, I'm just teasing. But what I'm ultimately thinking is making another burlap board out of it. Just because it's cracked, it's old, it's been outside, it's been a good friend. But it's also another surface the cats can sit on and scratch on. And if they uck, they uck. So, I got an empty coffee cup. Isn't that a sad thing? Yep, it really is. Make me want to get up and get another coffee. That's one thing I don't. That's why I drink out of them jars, because I don't feel like getting up all the time and getting another coffee. And you know I'm going to get another coffee. This whole idea of me quitting was not a good idea. Sorry, I had something on my finger. I think you saw my box project. It was worse for me to try to quit coffee than it was to try to quit cigarettes. And I tried real hard. And I don't have things to fall on. I don't drink. I don't recreationally do anything. So eliminating coffee was like a desperate call for the fact that I can't afford ground coffee. Ground coffee, and I must say this, even instant coffee is a luxury. And I'm very lucky that I found some instant coffee that was at a reasonable price. And the reason I say I can't afford coffee is because I'm going after the good stuff first. And if that means, don't go after the $21 container of coffee, which I used to do, because that is a quarter of what I get for my food to eat. And that's ridiculous. I mean, eat potatoes and be high on the hog on coffee? No, that makes no sense. So I will, if at the end of the order, if I have enough money left for ground coffee, I get it. If I don't, it's instant. It's usually instant. And I don't have enough money for ground coffee. My coffee pot right now, because my dad's always busy when he's over there, and he's got his own construction on how to make a coffee pot. He made his own coffee. It's a drip. I don't know. I can't make coffee in the dang thing. He showed me, 10 million times how to do it. 10 million times how to do it. He says it's just so simple. And it doesn't. It does look simple. It's like I forget a step every time. There's many, many steps to this. And I forget a step every time. So my coffee maker, my little green one that only makes 1 cup, is over at Mom and Dad's because I have to either drink all of his instant or wait for him to make another pot of coffee. Or now, I could just get a cup of coffee. um, and it's over there because I'm over there sometimes. And it's more of a convenience over there because they have ground coffee. And no, I'm not digging into their grounds and, going for their premium stuff while I'm at home drinking instant. It's offered. He would definitely tell me if it's empty, go make another pot and have some coffee. It's not the issue of having, the good stuff over the instant. It's the issue of I can't I can't make coffee in his coffee pot. Again, it's on the stove. It's some sort of like drip bubbly, you can see it in the handle type thing. It might even be cowboy coffee for all I know. I Then you have to put it in this container, and then I remember it has to be in this container, and it's just too many steps for me. So I just put the water in the back of my coffee thing, put the grounds in the little tiny basket, and make a cup of coffee. If he's too busy to do it, and I want one. It's just a courtesy thing. Um, and I could be drinking his instant coffee. However, he buys instant coffee this much because he uses grounds. I don't want to use up his instant coffee. It's for a purpose. It's for like traveling or something. So, there we go. Short story long. He's coffee pots over at her mom and dad's house right now. I will retrieve it another day. uh, and you would think that little tiny thing would save you some money on grounds? No. No, you know what it does? It makes you go over to the coffee pot more often. That's why I don't really get Keurigs and stuff either. I don't understand them. Like, why, if you're a coffee drinker, would you have one cup of coffee? Oh, oh, why would you do that? It's devastating to me. No, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It makes more sense to have a pot of coffee, like even those little tiny motel pots of coffee. That's a cup of coffee for me. I'm like, where's the rest? I guess one of my grandaunts used to take instant coffee with her. She'd go into the restaurants and stuff like that and put coffee in her coffee. So it's coffee runs in my blood. It's a genetic thing. I wasn't into it. I was in my older 30s. Middle 30s. Was I? Just 30s, I think. I was working in a factory. And I drank soda all the time. I mean, I used to live off of Coca-Cola and nicotine supplements. I mean, seriously, just Coca-Cola and nicotine. Um, and I just, okay. So one day I worked in this factory and coffee was free. So I just started drinking coffee. And that's where my taste for it came from. And then after that job, I still drank coffee every once in a while. I liked it, whatever, but it was Mountain Dew. I was drinking Coca-Cola all the time. And I worked at Walmart because Because I think the timeline was I did that job and then Walmart. I think it was the timeline. I'm trying to remember. It's many, many years ago. And then a friend of mine says, drinking Coca-Cola all the time? Try a Mountain Dew. Well, caffeine and Coca-Cola, just whatever. I tried that Mountain Dew. I was like, whee! Well, after a while, you have it in your system and you get used to it. But I was addicted to Mountain Dew. Just Mountain Dew all the time. Mountain Dew, Mountain Dew, Mountain Dew, Mountain Dew. That's how I got so big. Soda pop. And I will say soda pop because I say pop and other people say soda. So I'll say soda pop. Soda pop and alcohol all the time. So I didn't want to drink Mountain Dew like that anymore. So I started drinking coffee. So now I'm addicted to coffee. But I'd rather be addicted to coffee than chemicals. Chemicals? Oh. Some people think Coke Zero is good for you. Not only is that chemicals within the soda pop, but then there's chemicals within the sweetener. I don't know where they get away with trying to call it Coke Zero because we all know it's Diet Coke. But anyway, it's time for another cup of coffee. Oh, I guess getting up and down out of the chair like this gets me up and down out of the chair. Why do I have... Oh, I know why. It came in a magazine. I was like, why do I have an advert for coins? I don't collect coins. I don't see any reason to collect coins. What am I going to do? Pave my floor with them? I would. That would be pretty. But I would rather have... if I were going to do anything elaborate in here, that's what I would want. Not in here. I would not do elaborate stuff in here. Sorry. But I have to put you down for just a second. This is kind of crucial. I wouldn't do anything elaborate in here. Unless I am stuck with this structure forever, I wouldn't do anything elaborate in here. So if I were to... That's too hot right now. So if I were to do anything elaborate, like put coins down on my floor and have it pretty, I would need to have a better house. Right now I'm dealing with what I have. What was I doing over here? That's what I was doing over here. Oh. Because, yeah. I mean, yeah, make your surroundings pretty. Sure, go ahead, do that. But this, I think, is going to fall down in 10 years. So, why would I want to put all that beautiful work into something that's going to fall down? Like those cardboard boxes I was talking about. Why would you put all that work into something that's just going to fall down? So nothing like that. Just pretty carpets. I got another really pretty carpet, but I don't want to put it on the floor. It's got these really pretty flowers, and it's got, it's not like this plastic one that I have here, which is now intended for the kitchen, but I have to move everything out of the way. It's got like almost, it's on my bed because it feels almost like a comforter. And I know it's a rug, but I don't want to put it on my floor. It's too pretty. Let me see if I can find a picture of it. And it's really soft. And I would lay on the floor with it on the floor. So, yes, Aunt T has a rug on her bed for right now. For now. I know, that's weird. But I I opened that package and I felt that. I'm like, is that a rug? It doesn't feel like one. I know. I know I'm unconventional and weird and strange. But that's why you love me, right? Let's see, is it any better today? Ooh. Looks like it might be a little better today. I don't even know what happened to that. Well, I've yacked your ear off for probably about a little over an hour. About nothing again. So I'm going to say thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. You have a great day. We'll see you later.